Hey guys and lady guys, my name is Otkin, and welcome to new video. Please leave a like, and subscribe and of course enjoy. Need to be humbled. Is 21 the number of hot dogs you eat in one sitting? If you want to be humbled, get off the internet, and go to gym. You're 21 and you look that bad. I mean you're overweight, a slob, and you seem to have some sort of permanent pimple on your nose. I can't imagine who's building you up, that you have to be humbled. You must live someplace where you are the only girl. How do your dates afford to feed you? Just cause you'll sleep with any dude that says hi to you doesn't mean you're hot, it means you're easy. You say you're on a weight loss journey, but it's more like an odyssey. Fitting that you use a man's deodorant, given that you're built like a middle linebacker. 21. As in, how much you weigh in stone. You may need to be humbled, but you don't need to be hungry. I can smell these pics. You look very smelly. Shoot it before it lays eggs. You buy pregnancy tests in bulk for a child no man will ever acknowledge or support financially. I thought you would be humble, especially looking down and not seeing your feet. You wouldn't have a high opinion of yourself. Why would a pregnant woman have pregnancy tests on the sink? 53 retired high school teacher. Good luck trying to offend me. Loves traveling, hiking, and cooking. Recently retired after a long teaching career. Married and has explored over 50 countries. I bet your son Jaden is your whole world. Student body count? Seeing you in the dress made me think about how sausage is made. You've explored every bit of the planet but Planet Fitness. Also, spending 3 hours at the Indian buffet is not traveling. Lol, you've got. Try and show some waist that high up, because if you tried to show your actual waist the fupa would hang over your pants. Just looking at these photos I 100% know you have a voice that sounds like it needs an oil change. You look like you've been run through more times than the finish line at the Boston Marathon. Retired or caught with a special ed student? I bet you got a chair in your bedroom only your husband sits in. A lot of people here are going to tell you that you dress inappropriately for your age. That's not true. You dress inappropriately for your body type. 22. Non-binary, be more creative than my forehead, folks. A 22-year-old non-binary, polyamorous, disabled. Add your favorite macro label here. You, what can I say? I'm your favorite blue hair pronouns pal. Insufferable? Maybe, maybe not, but I sure do look it. Remember when non-binaries were actual androgynous people, and not just attention-starved lazy girls with questionable hygiene? Did you get a piercing every time your dad said he was disappointed? You're not non-binary, you chose both. First pick is a dude and the last is him mom from the trailer park. 22 not beautiful is correct. Thank God someone finally identifies themselves correctly. I bet your coworkers were glad when you got disability, so they didn't have to look at you anymore while doing your work, while you lectured someone for getting your pronouns wrong. Felt confident enough to post this. Tear me down. Roast me. Confidence is a beautiful thing. Shame this isn't it. Your gym routine is solid. Too bad your father figure wasn't. One bad decision equals one push-up. You strike me as the kind of girl who posts gym selfies for accountability, but deletes them when they don't get enough likes. You look like you reject guys in the DMs just to screenshot it and feel empowered. You've got abs, sure, but it's the emotional core that's really shredded. You say you're done with boys, and then text your ex 45 seconds after posting new chapter. You don't need closure, you need supervision. You're the kind of person who thinks being chaotic is a personality. You're not mysterious, you just overshare in waves, and then delete everything at 2 AM. Want to make sure I wake up without an ounce of audacity tomorrow? Do your worst. Just your average bit holding on to the couch for D life most days. Avid South Park lover and all things comedy. Currently working on the will to work on myself, so let's do it the old fashioned way, painful and toxic AF, but with unequivocal success. The tatars are like the tip of a fat iceberg, there's a whole lot more below the bottom of the cut-off photo. 26. You look like mid-40s single mother of 5. The pic with the hoodie covering your face is the best one. Stick with that. Just the audacity? No other ounces you wanna be without. You need just a few more lessons in the how to take a selfie without showing how fat you are department. I've never seen a 26-year-old lunch lady before. Waking up to a shriveled cucumber from the produce aisles and nothing else is one way to start the day. Want to make sure I wake up without an ounce of audacity? Well, we know you wake up without an ounce of salad in your system. You're supposed to wait till at least your 30s to let yourself go so bad. Roast me baby lol, go ahead and crush my soul. That family member you need to explain and apologize for before they turn up at events. If the biological refuse from the sewage system advance, warped to a formed a human. That throat tat is like putting a leather jacket and a skull earring on a golden retriever. You were too old for that style when it went out of fashion 20 years ago. You always make sure to request the route your ex is on. I'm an aspiring stand-up comedian and need some ideas to roast myself on stage. So you're a wannabe comedian looking for material as you're incapable of producing your own content. Smart. Just walk on stage. You look like a guy who would fight the umpire at his kid's little league game. You have resting divorced dad face. I sincerely hope you get booked at a comedy club. Then all the missing women you have locked in your basement dungeon can have time to escape. Mr. Inbreadable. You look like you can't write a joke. Good luck as a stand-up. I suspect you'll hear the same sound on stage that you hear in the bedroom. Mostly silence, with a little crying, and occasionally your own flatulence. My favorite one was Mr. Steal Your Girl gift cards. That t-shirt used to be mine. I used it to clean up spills around the house, and then I donated it to Goodwill. You're welcome. You look like your beau serves as a distant early warning system to everyone else that you're just around the corner. The pimples on your forehead are so blind people can dislike you too. Wow, somebody cut their own hair with a bread knife. You look moody because the goat you had your eyes on turned you down. Chocolate rain getting old. Definitely not Mr. Steal Your Soap. Ah yes, another I was a neuroscientist back in India type. I prefer my Uber driver not to talk to me, thanks. Make me laugh, Reddit. You look like a trashy romance book club leader who has at least 3 cats. Sorry ma'am, I think you left some of the mercury you were drinking under your lip. Enjoys licking stamps, sniffing glue, and complaining to upper management. Tough day at the Waffle House. They sell cream for that thing below your lip. You look like you go to the library just to shush people. You look like a 38-year-old woman who goes for a jog at 8 AM every day in yoga pants, pushing your unvaccinated toddlers in a stroller. Consider me a raw chicken on Sunday morning. Roast me. It looks like you hiccuped violently while a panoramic picture was taken. Not very sportsmanlike. Shooting fish in a barrel. You have the mouth of the Grinch and the body of a potato. Turning 31 soon. Mess me up, fam. My friend has 2 moms. You look like both of them. If Thomas the Tank Engine was made into a lesbian, could have emptied your cheek pouches before taking the pics, hamster boy. Your head looks like one of those rectangular stackable watermelons the Japanese grow. You need to lay off the soy milk, you look too soft. World's biggest toe. Never have I seen a human Cabbage Patch Kid all grown up. You look like the stage of a transition where no one can tell where you started. Never seen a real blockhead before. It's amazing. A real square. How cool is that? Looks like a successful face transplant. You give dead fish handshakes. You spent all that money and haven't convinced anyone, including yourself. 25. Give me some laughs and material to motivate me at the gym. You skipped face day. Doing the truffle shuffle is your party trick. Biggest lie. You don't go to the gym. Your photos are evidence. Only motivation that can work on you is if a Big Mac was strapped to the front of a treadmill while it's running. You've officially crossed over from dad bod to pregnant dog bod. You dress yourself like a blind toddler. You're like the human equivalent of gravy pouring over the side of your bowl of chips. Goes to the gym for 30 minutes, consumes 3,000 calories of ranch dressing, and wonders why he's still a fat ass. Thanks for watching, you grass-eating animals. See you soon. Bye and love you.